Hey guys, Truth Waves here. So I made a recent video just to let you guys know I'm chilling here at Walmart in the parking lot because I just wanted some space and I wanted to be able to, think more level-headed and be a little bit more calm. Just because wherever I, stay with my family, it's just like plus the holidays and whatnot. So I'd rather just be in a space where I feel more comfortable, and that is the Walmart parking lot here in Kitty Hawk over San Antonio, Texas. Universal City, so whatever. Besides the point, I just wanted to say I love each and every single one of you, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to just bless up on you guys. So, I wanted to share more of my deployment stories with you. So, I will be covering from March 10th of 2021 all the way until March uh, 18th of 2021. So, here we go. And pretext to this video. If you haven't watched the previous video, I recommend that you go and watch the previous video. It covers essentially my whole thing with this young woman, um, Gia, you know, and otherwise known as Vicario. She was a she was an interesting person in my life, and it was just a whole set of complex emotions. But this is after the fact of me giving her birthday present and, us interacting with each other. So this is the very next day and so forth. All right. I was tired all day today. I hope for the best. Everyone thinks I'm completely depressed. And really, I just hate the Marine Corps and I feel like I hate America too, right now, with a passion. I need to focus on something else that will not only distract me from her, but from everyone as well. I just need to not care as much. The 11th. I woke up refreshed. She came down with Corporal G. It was nice seeing her. She just has this way of making me feel on my toes. Man, the way I wrote it was silly. Um, the library guys thinks that she is into me, and they haven't been the only ones that have said that. I like thinking of her, and then in parentheses, but it hurts. I stared into her eyes, and there was just silence for at least 10 seconds. I get lost when I see her, and it's unexplainable. It's not the first time. She doesn't go on out of her way for me necessarily. It's only been 6 months, and she makes me feel like I have never felt enough of that. And then I continue on to something else. I beat Vizzello in chess. Felt baller AF. Just another day. It seems people are making. Ah, man, I can't even read my handwriting. It seems people are more something. I don't know. It mentions the gym. The gym is opening more, so blah, blah, blah. All right. The next day, I beat Vizzello again, and then I lost to Price and Taylor. So that was up to the 11th. Okay. So just to clarify, all right, real quick, with her going down to the library and G. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, G is also known as Sergeant Nicole G. She was my higher up whenever I was on deployment. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. And It's crazy to think, you know, and sometimes I really miss her, and I just want to say that if I start tearing up, um, I just it gets to me sometimes. Not all the time, but just sometimes. I just want to throw it out there. And another thing, what was crazy, and here's the thing, I told some of my friends, some people that I trust. I mean, even some of my ex girlfriends, uh, or ex fiancées, whatever the fuck, is that man, like she really did make me feel some type of way, and to this day, I don't know. Get this, Gia, Vicario, whatever the fuck. If you are seeing this, like, she came up behind me whenever I was playing on my Switch, because I was playing on my Switch and just making sure no one was stealing anything in the library on ship. And I was playing on my Switch, and she comes up behind me, or behind me, and like grabs the Switch and like holds my hands, and she's trying to play the Switch. Like, how you gonna tell me that's normal behavior for a married woman? All right, like straight up, that legit happened. That legit happened. It made me feel uncomfortable, but it also made me feel weird. It was just all these mixed emotions, man. Like straight up. But that's what happened that day. Like she grabbed the Switch from me and she was like, "Can I play?" And I was like, sure." And then she was playing, and then she like set the controller down, and like everything stopped. It was like one of those scenes in a movie where everything goes silent and it's just those two people, like the main characters. And she stares at me and I stare at her, and we just stare at each other for literally about 10 seconds, and then she says something, and I don't know if it's like my mind blocked it out because I didn't want to hear it. Like, either she said just do it already, or or something else. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. But that's the context to that situation. So I want to continue moving forward in the story. All right, just to let y'all know. All right, let's see here. So let's see, the 12th. All right, the days go by, and people seem to think I'm more and more depressed. It's only face value, I say. I have a deep love and hatred fueling me, as well as God. My new 12-12 schedule sucks. 12 on, 12 off. I continue to be teased of my girlfriend, Gia. That would be cool, yet Corporal Christie says perception is reality. What is her perception of us, me and her? I'm tired and in pain 24/7. Right. So another context to this real quick. All right. All right. So at this point, everybody kind of has an idea that me and her are like, because get this, guys, get this, chat. Whoever is listening to this, okay, whoever sees this, I mean, heck, even Vicario, if you ever see this, legit, comes up to me and like kicks me and like looks at me like and does this number, and I'm like literally I'm trying to tell her to like back away, like, hey, like chill, chill. And literally all my boys are right next to me, 6 or 7 of them, and we're all in the chow line, and they look at me and they're like, what's up with that, Soto? What's up with that? And I'm like, hey. And that's when Corporal Christie, one day, he takes me aside and he talks to me, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Christy. Love you, dog. Takes me aside, has a conversation with me. He's like, "Hey, man, what's up? What's going on?" I'm like, "Hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about." And he's like, "Well, hey, just be careful, man. Perception is reality." I was like, "All right, cool, cool, cool." So, yeah, that's what's been going on. All right, let's see. Another day down. This is the 13th. I crave every chance to see her. I also want my body to be at rest. I haven't been sleeping very well, and that's because of my new schedule. Is dog shit. I got blasted by Mass Sergeant for being impolite. What the fuck ever. So that right there, man, I'll never forget that day. Get this, I made a Hiroshima joke. He's like, "Oh, you can't, you can't say shit like that." I'm like, okay, okay. Some people are just dumbasses. It doesn't matter what rank. Who the fuck cares about a Hiroshima joke? So, moving forward, let's see. The 14th, it was a late night with the boys. I watched American Pie 1 and 2, and I also realized something. If someone cares even a little, they'll show it. That one day, she showed pity or something else. She cared just enough to still have me around. People show they care in different ways. Me, I'm outright and outgoing. Believe it or not, I love and care for everyone. But this world doesn't need that. I didn't eat, this is the 15th following it. Didn't eat chow today. I felt okay though. I I thought of old memories and that shit was cute. I'm gonna just do what I want for now. 16th, next day. I hit my head and now I have a mark. I was eating chow when I hit a wall and everyone laughed. 17th. I didn't do anything. We port tomorrow. And ship tax, I'll be off the 1st. And this is the 18th, boys. This is when we ported. All right. We ported. I had an extremism class. I was frustrated with Gia because she heard I'm not okay. Everyone was talking about me saying I'm not okay and depressed and blah, blah. Truth is, I was frustrated with my sleep schedule. I was frustrated with everyone. Um, just because the people that I was with, I personally don't deem them as very intelligent. However, that doesn't mean that they're not capable. Just their mind works differently and the dynamics was different. No offense to any of you guys that I went on deployment with. You know, I appreciate Fuller. I appreciate Christy. I appreciate Q. And yeah, but a few, yeah, it's just when you get cramped up with a whole bunch of guys, there's a lot of pent up energy and just like all these different emotions. At least that's how I felt because like I wanted to fight some motherfuckers, and I wanted to do the opposite. I'm like, you know what? I can't be that way. I need to turn away from that. So that's what was going on, really. And then also with her of dealing with all these mixed emotions. So it was like both combined. I'm like, fuck, man, I want to fight somebody, and I'll just put it there. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm not perfect, all right? I'm not perfect. I'm just admitting to how I felt. Okay. All right. So the next day, yeah, we ported. I had an extreme class. She found out I'm not doing okay. I'm doing better. I hate my platoon. I called my mom and talked to my family. I smoked some black and milds, and that was it. That was all that came of it. So, yeah, that was that time frame. Yeah, really, from the 10th all the way to the 18th, and really that was just a rough time, for me. And the first port, just throw it out there, we made it to Spain. Road to Spain was our first port for uh, LHD 7 Iwo Jima. That's a ship that I was on, and it was not it. I hated it. Yeah, especially being with some of the Navy. Some of the chiefs were for real, for real, for real. But I just want to say that this has been, great being able to share with you guys, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. And that if you ever go on deployment and you see in this video or whatever, situation you're going through, is to just look towards God in everything. And it may not seem like I wasn't here, but I was praying every single day and just asking for God to, lead in my life, and praying for protection for everyone. And I took that very seriously. And that's another thing that some people on ship didn't understand. And that's also what led to me feeling a certain way about some of the people that I was with, is because they didn't think that way. And it's hard going out in this world and looking towards God when you're surrounded by people or influences that is not of that. And you just you gotta find that. You gotta find that, connection within yourself and with God, and do your best. It's like when Paul was in prison and he was writing to Timothy, and not just Timothy, he's writing to the church, and he's like, hey, guys, steadfast faith, unwavering. He's telling them, look towards God in everything. You are gonna mess up, but look towards God in everything, and do your best. Do your best to stay with God, and do your best in whatever works that you pursue. That's that's the idea of it. So I hope and I pray that y'all continue to stay blessed and bless up on other people. Amen.